Hello yet again, fellow homesteaders and preppers. I'm going to make another one of our rodent be gone uh, homemade, fairly natural recipes here. I have cotton balls in a bowl. Stole some from my husband's stash. He has tons of cotton balls, always has for some reason. Not quite sure what he uses them for, but he likes to have cotton balls around. So I'm going to use a bit of tea tree oil. Uh, the recipe says 2 drops of your oil and 1 drop of oh shoot, if you want to put any alcohol in there to make the smell stay longer, but I'm adapting a little bit. I put tea tree oil in because it is pungent and mice do not like it. And we'll put a little bit of clove oil in. It's also a strong scent they do not like. I'm even going to sacrifice some of my lemon oil, which this time of year, it's finally May and the sun's shining. I put on my hair to naturally lighten it. But mice, well, I thought I was. Mice really do not like the smell of lemon. I guess that is a bottle to save from my own essential oils. That one is empty. I must use too much on my hair. But, being a prepper, I have backup. And I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice some lemon because they do not like that scent either. You want the balls to be fully saturated and go ahead and mush them around. Or saturate as much as possible. The more saturated they are, the longer the scent will stay. I'm going to go and put a little tiny bit, a little drop of rubbing alcohol in my bowl. And rub all the cotton balls around it together. This does not smell pretty, folks. It's a combination of multiple strong smells. Tea tree oil has a rather antiseptic kind of turpentine smell to it anyway. And I am going to sprinkle just a little bit. This is not in the recipe. This was an add-on that I thought of because I've done it before. A little bit of cayenne pepper in. And mice do not like cayenne pepper. And I don't know about insects, but if you have a problem with a squirrel getting into your house or garage, basement, wherever you're storing preps, squirrels or raccoons, they do not care for the smell either. Okay, so now that I mix that in, I'm going to go ahead and put 1 more drop of oil, each one of my oils on there, to help soak into it and soak the cayenne pepper in more deeply also. Oh, wow, I just wasted a whole lot of tea tree oil. Well, I didn't actually waste it because I'm not using this for a homemade recipe or anything with cooking, and my counters are clean. I wouldn't say disinfected enough to eat on at every given moment, but I'm going to go ahead and sop up my spilled tea tree oil with the handy dandy cotton balls. They're going to get a good bit of extra dose on these. Okay, and a little bit more of my lemon. And now they are very, very full of scent. And you can just pick these up and just lay them on top of your various preps. Get in here real close, see what they look like. They do not look appetizing. I guarantee you they smell less so. I used to toss these beneath the bed because we had a mouse. There's an outdoor entry door into our bedroom, and a mouse would come in and go right under our bed. Then my husband complained because it really smelled funny in there. So it did. But I would just toss them under the bed, and when I swept in the bed every couple of days and checked for the mouse, I would just replace these. They'll last 48 to 72 hours. Not going to be something that's long term, but they're simple, cheap, and easy to make. And you can put them in the corners around the room where you're storing your preps. You can put them right on top of the tubs or the buckets. I wouldn't suggest putting them right in with the items. The cayenne pepper, if you use it, will stain, and the oils could leave a stain also. But you could put them around it in corners, near entryways, anywhere that you think a rodent might be coming in and around what you protect. And all you gotta do is give them a little toss in there, and after 2 or 3 days, go pick them up, pitch them, and make you some more. You can make these and put them in a like a mason jar, and they will still hold the scent in there together. I think that after a week or so, even though they'd be sealed up, they would start to lose their potency a little bit, even though I use the rubbing alcohol to extend it. But the cotton balls can dry out. If you decide to make a bunch and store them like that for more of a long-term and handy use, I would go ahead and at least double the amount of oil you're using, and if you use a pint mason jar, maybe 1/4 of a cup of the rubbing alcohol, so that the Cotton balls are staying fairly wet the entire time and will still hold their potency a bit longer. But this isn't something you can make super long term and have it last, because once they're exposed to air, they will start to lose their scent. And if they stay in liquid too long, they're going to start disintegrating. But you can make up a batch for a month at a time, and it should be fine. If you take them out and they aren't stinky to your nose and very much have their scent left, you don't have to pitch them as long as they aren't disintegrating. Go ahead and put them in a bowl like this with a smidge of rubbing alcohol and dab some more oils on there, and you wouldn't have wasted all of your time and supplies.